Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100 you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best of luck.
You're very welcome along to Tuam Stadium. It is the return of the Bon Secours Galway Football Club Championship, and we're starting here in Tuam Stadium, a immaculate looking pitch here in Tuam Stadium. Of course, you will not see behind us, but it is of course a ground getting some running repairs at the moment, so we've a bit of a makeshift position here, but the playing surface is in absolute immaculate condition. It is of course the start of the championship, as we said, and action starts here in Tuam in Group C, and it sees St Michael's travelling down from the city against a short spin up the road from the returning Dunmore MacHales, of course 15 times Frank Fox champions, back up in top flight football after nearly 2 decades away. So many hard luck stories over the years trying to get back up, but they did eventually make the breakthrough last year and typically are ready to go. Huge crowd in situ starting to flow in here. I'm not quite sure there's anybody left back in Dunmore, but this is eagerly anticipated, and it is a game that I think both teams will be targeting to try and get the group off to a winning start. Of course, this is a 5-team group, so that adds to the complications in terms of the knockout stages, but also ultimately the main opportunity here is to try and get off to a winning start. Team news, as expected, as is this time of year. The notebooks are out, the pens are out, a lot of changes to the named lineups. We'll run through you those teams. We will start with Dunmore, and it sees Galway goalkeeper Conor Gleeson in between the nets. The full-back line is Colin Lyons, 27 Conor Mitchell and Colin Comer. Half-back line Danny Ford, Sean Murray and Luke Murray. Middle of the field then is Joe Burke and Thomas Gleeson. Half-forward line Dylan Brady, Jamie Cohn and Brendan Clark. And then the inside line for Dunmore MacHales, Colm Costello, Shane McGrath and Jake Slattery, as action is underway. The St Michael's team, as we just watched Michael's go on the attack straight away. It's Tygo O'Malley in between the sticks, Stephen Carr, Shane Connington, Shane Maloney, half-back line of Owen Kern, Brian Madden and Jack Brown. Middle of the field, David Cullan and Colin Gallagher. Half-forward line, Frinnan Cruz, Owen McConnon and Stephen O'Reilly. And then the inside line, Danny Norton, Brian Harlow and Darragh O'Malley. St Michael's are shooting down towards the scoring end here in Tuam Stadium, but the first attack comes to nothing, and it's Dunmore MacHales who get things off and get their first bit of burst up the hollow turf here in Tuam Stadium on their first return back. I'm delighted to have Billy Fitz beside us, and we'll do a lot of scribbling there. It's the age of maybe squad numbers, but it's great to have the championship action back.
Certainly is. The numbers are kind of puzzling me here, Jonathan, but look, we'll try and get through it. A great evening if the big showers stay away, but there's a strong breeze down there, and Michael's have it now in the first half, so Dunmore will be quite happy to keep possession. You can see them here already. They're moving the ball across field and holding it up.
Yeah, as always the way. Tactically they fascinate as both teams try and edge each other out. It's pretty much attack versus defence at the moment. Highly congested middle third. You have almost a line of green versus a line of blue there. They're both either side of the halfway line. Dunmore keeping possession at the moment. They're recycling through their half-back line. Luke Murray now looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a trot. Passes it off to Danny Ford, now running down the right wing. Makes the St Michael's 45, then just takes his time, looking for options. Chips the ball back in field, where it's caught over there. St Michael's pressure come on. Work it is the call, and it's the first big turnover. Brian Harlow managed to scoop a boot on that, and now it's Conal Gallagher now looking for a trot. Harlow's down on the floor, but on comes St Michael's. They've got a late collision comes in over there. also on Danny Norton, but Brian Harlow was down in a heap in front of us here, Billy. I was watching the flight of the football. Did he get it was a fantastic turnover.
He just had a collision there when he turned over. He got caught, but it's something that can happen when you're saving the ball and holding possession, that you take one pass too many, and the MacHales lads just came in and they're full forward there. Brian Harlow came in and he won the ball over, and this is a chance now to score their first score.
Yeah, and it has gratefully gleed into his hands. There is Conan Gallagher, who's involved heavily in that move. Brian Harlow is thankfully up on his feet, getting some treatment here also. It just gives us a brief pause and play. We've played just shy of 3 minutes of action in a blustery Tuam Stadium here. Thankfully, as Billy touched on, it was horsing down rain here for most of the day. It's settled off, and action about to return here. A bit of a tactics coming on there. Brian Madden, centre back, getting out some of the words of wisdom from Colin Dunmore, his captain there. Brian Harlow is thankfully okay. He's back up in his action, back up on his feet, and he's going to take this free just inside the 45, dead central. The breeze at his back, an opportunity as we hit 3.5 minutes to try and get the first score of the game. First score of the championship at Tuam Stadium. Strikes it off the hands, strikes it good, strikes it over the bar. Fine strike, and an important one as well, just from the free takers alone. Frees are such vital in the modern game.
Yeah, it was. It was. You wouldn't say it was easy. You know, it was 45 metres out, but he had the breeze at his back, and it was dead central. But he just stroked it up and over the bar. Great point. Great start.
And now Conor Gleeson, he looks out and he sees a wall of dancing blue shirts in front of him. So Michael's gone for the full court squeeze here. Gleeson, he is experienced, but he's been told to hurry up. And now a couple of players not inside, so he gets an easier option. He's going to take I'm not sure where he's going to take it from, but I don't think it should be from there. Is it from the 45? Either way, they're going to plough on and keep on going, but they give the ball away. Almost a bit of a battle over here.
I don't know what that was for, Jonathan.
Maybe someone inside the D, perhaps. Maybe. But he brought it forward half the country as a result. But either way, Dunmore is still going on the attack. They lost the ball initially, then got it back. Tidy play over there, the holding possession. Thomas Gleeson out midfield now, and he goes backwards to Conor Mitchell, full back, with 27 on his back, but he's advanced at the moment. Make what you want out of that. Positions mean absolutely nothing in the modern game now here. Dunmore looking for an equaliser, but they do know the patience will be so important against what is a never increasing breeze, as well as we zip ourselves up. It's a chilly evening here in Tuam Stadium. Dunmore still going, keeping possession. St. Michael's happy to intercept. The ref almost intercepts that one, and it's a free in being given out there. A little bit too clumsy in the end. Not quite sure. Will Thomas Gleeson be able to strike this one at the goal? It looks like he's about to put it on the floor and have a lash at it. So it's very similar to the St. Michael's, although this time he is against the elements.
Into the wind, but it's very central. It's very central, Jonathan.
So Gleeson, there's a little bit of hush comes on proceedings here in Tuam Stadium. It's dead central again from the ground. Will strike with the right. Just drags it a bit. It's the first wide of the game. Yeah. We caught it maybe the outside of the boot. You could hear
very
the
close.
Of the ball,
maybe didn't give enough to the right hand post, I suppose, Jonathan, you'd say, and it just swung off to the left.
So 5.5 minutes gone. It's still St. Michael's with a 1 point advantage, but very even so far in here. Tyga Malley now with his first kick out. Almost slips. He seems to do that a lot, but gets great distance on his kick out. Best efforts there of David Cullinan, but it's Dunmore win the breaking ball. It's scooped up over there. And now they're going to try and come through the lines. Luke Murray's seen a good bit of football so far, over towards Sean Murray. Now looks behind him and then says he's going to go for a run. Still kind of half looking behind him, but edging his way up the stand he comes. Brendan Carr now will hold it. Hand passes the ball backwards. Colin Lyons now. As Dunmore continue this laboured approach, but they keep in possession. Joe Burke now gives it off the hands quickly. Danny Ford. Those bright orange boots, we'll recognise him. Anos chips the ball back towards Gleeson. Gleeson now looking to drive it long for the first time. That's a nice ball in towards the lines it goes. And Shane McGrath now looking for a run. Of course, such a talented youngster as well. Keeping possession now. Brendan Carr looks like he's going to bulldoze his way through. Gets a bit of contact and into a blue wall. It's another St. Michael's turnover. They enjoy those and they're coming like a train here now. A couple of collisions off the ball, but on they go straight away. Jack Brown now is held up. Good defending over there initially, but St. Michael's on the come. Darragh O'Malley now will punch the ball down the line. It's a heavy collision. Will he get the second occasion now? Brian Harlow chips a lovely ball over the top here. This could be dangerous. Connington, will he get it? He does. He goes around Gleeson. Gleeson holds him up initially. He might take the shot for the point. And Shane Connington gets St. Michael's a second score of the game. It's 7 minutes gone, but I think they lead by 2 points nil. But in that move alone, Billy, you see what they're trying to do. Sit in, get the turnover, and then run
I
options
felt there
left,
might
right,
be a
centre.
free into Dunmore, but it didn't happen, Jonathan. But they countered attack from that, and they played it fast and furious up the field. The support players were going, and to the great pass in by the full forward, Brian Harlow, who put the man in for a goal chance, but he took his pint in the end.
And it was noticeable there as well. There was blue shirts options everywhere.
Oh yeah, they when they go forward, they really attack.
Conor Gleeson now going for a little bit of trot. No pressure on him, so he's still going. Pressure comes on now. Still he goes. He's standing still. He's almost going for a stroll. Nearly sticks it into reverse there. Still standing, still looking for options. Eventually does find one. And Jake Slattery then just puts the accelerators on, but goes sideways. It's another heavy collision there. St. Michael's have clearly worked on turnovers and getting the bodies in. Dunmore take this one quickly. Lyons now will go for a run down the right hand side. Again, blue shirts in front of him. Chips a nice little ball down the line. And nicely off the shoulder there to Sean Murray. And another interception. The turnover count is getting lively already. Stephen O'Reilly pops it off here. Galler now looks like he's going to line up a shot. No, dummies it and still loses it. St. Michael's have options. Dave Cullen picks it up the ball again, gives it back towards Galler, who strikes it on the right. He's dragged it a bit though. St. Michael's first wide of the game, but they still have a 2-point advantage as we've had 8.5 minutes gone. But St. Michael's have definitely started the better.
They have, and Dunmore taking the ball into tackle into 3 or 4 blue shirts, and they're getting turned over. And once they're turned over, they're opened at the back because they're pushing players forward and they're leaving themselves very exposed at the back, John.
Another big squeeze here on Conor Gleeson. Looks like he's going to drive this one long. Going to chip it over to the terrace on the left-hand side. Dunmore of a couple of players over. It's a long kick, and it'll be picked up by Shane McGrath, who chips it up quickly towards Gleeson. Thomas that is, gets it backwards, and Dunmore look to reset. They do have options over on the right-hand side in front of the stand here, but Conor Costello will hold on to proceedings. And again, back they come. They're Dunmore not afraid to take some patience and control, playing against the elements, of course, here. Shouldn't forget about that. Luke Murray now again, almost in a stand-up position. Hand passes laterally in front of us here towards Sean Murray. Murray now will just punch the ball down the line, where it's picked up by Brendan Carr. He's running from right to left, then eyes up the goal. But he still has to be forced backwards. Just a wall of blue shirts in front of him. Finds his half-back there, Danny Ford. Danny Ford now will put it with the boot over towards the left-hand side, but struggling really to make any sort of ground at the moment. Just can play back and forth all day long at ease as they come on through. And it's still them going on the possession of the football. Still haven't really missed anything because it's just a deep line St. Michael's defence there at the moment, and Dunmore pretty much just playing in front of them. And you look out in front of us, Gary Delaney, you remember his Corfin sides, they were the experts at finding gap. Just they might have got a slight bit of movement here. Jamie Cohn got the ball over towards the left-hand side. Again, there's not a lot of options. It's a blue wave that goes over. Pressure comes on now, but Joe Burke manages to skip past his midfield partner there. And now Colin Lyons is going for a run. Makes the 45. Has options off his shoulder. But Luke Murray has just hit the traffic now, so Lyons has to get it. Does find Brady. Gives it back quickly through the lines. They go. Thomas Gleeson gets it over the bar. Dunmore's first score. It take 11 minutes. It's taken. But it's a fine strike in the end, and it just needed that bit of urgency after all.
Yeah, and they need to drive, Jonathan. You know, they're playing around the centre of the field, but they need runners coming straight at the Michael's defence, and that's what happened there. And Thomas Gleeson came on the end of it and got a great point from the right-hand side here. But then just need to keep attacking.
The question is, we see a soft enough free there. The Dunmore bench don't like that. St. Michael's are playing with huge energy. That's going to be a challenge to keep that going.
Oh, it will, yeah, it will. Now, with the breeze, like 2 points to 1, it's Dunmore will be very happy with that if they can keep it at that.
St. Michael's now trying to add to that scoreboard. Galler has seen a lot of football. He's just edging his way forward, punches it over on the right-hand side. St. Michael's now put the overlap over the other side here, but they run down the line pretty much. Still soloing with the football. It's in. It's all the way over towards Shane Maloney. Hits traffic. Has to come back. And now they have a better option, but it's Dunmore's first turnover. It's an important one as well. And there, I said MacHales started the better. But Dunmore coming into the last couple of moments. We've got to be careful here. Nearly gobbled up, just about got the ball away there. Conor Mitchell in the nick of time, and now it's Conor Gleeson out for a trot, and they find room over the left-hand side. And it mightn't be pretty, it mightn't be the easiest in the eye, but that's an important phase of play for Dunmore.
Yeah, great bit of defence there, because MacHales really pushed up on them and put awful pressure on the Dunmore defence, but they did very well to carry it out.
We were praising the weather earlier on, but it's got very dark. There's a couple of grey clouds over on the horizon coming over the town there. Hopefully they will stay away. It's a dangerous ball down the line though, and it's pretty much 1 versus 4. No chance at all for Jamie Cohen with that one. And it's picked up now by Shane Maloney. Pressure coming on this time from Dunmore. Brian Madden did well, experienced. And now St. Michael's have a bit of room over on the right hand side as Dunmore their turn to try and retrieve. Cruz now going down a run down the right hand side, again held up. Dunmore, both sides pretty much starting to mirror each other in the last couple of moments, getting big heavy collisions on. Might be a lot of steps taken there, but it does eventually get across towards Gallagher, and he's almost swung around like a choo-choo train there, but on we go. Kerr now will switch it over on the right hand side in front of the terrace, where Brian Madden is going for a trot. Has a bit of room, as that rain we feared about, it's just made its way down. It's going to make playing conditions even more difficult out there. Nice passage of play here from MacHales, holding on to possession. They do have an overlap on the left hand side here. Shall they be tempted to go that way? But as the rain beats down, they take the advanced mark over here. It's Danny Norton. I'd love to hear your opinion on the advanced mark. Those ones in particular can be very frustrating to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's a rule that GA need to look at, because there's no real skill to it. You know, you can catch it down low. It's supposed to be a high catch, Jonathan, but it's not.
Danny Norton now from the resultant mark has dragged it well wide in the end there, so it came to nothing. Their second wide of the game.
Yeah, Dunmore holding steady, and you know, with that breeze, you know, you'd need to be 7-8 points up at half time, and they're just holding very steady.
You'd probably add another point or two on with the rain as well if it continues like that.
Yeah,
because that's not pretty for Conor Gleeson looking up into it.
No, but he has a great long kick.
I think this might be one where you just put the foot through it, as we see.
Exactly.
Everyone that did start off outside the stand.
There it goes into the middle of the field, like.
It's a long one down through the crowd. It's Dunmore hands that get on it. When the turnover, it hits the floor.
Ah, great.
Nice little chip up over there by Gleeson coming through. It's a high solo. Gives it backwards. Looking into the elements. The shot comes in. A little bit too adventurous though. Into those elements. Wind and rain. And it's easily into the hands of Tygo Malley, and St. Michael's now are coming quickly. Shane Maloney plays a dangerous ball down. Cullen does well. A bit of soccer skill there. Second occasion though. A good hit comes in though. And every turnover is almost cheered like it's a score at the moment. And Dunmore come on the attack here now. Colm Costello has room down the right hand side, still going, edging his way in through goal, cuts back and goal. Inside, still going. Can he get his shot away? He does off his left. It's high. It's over the bar. It's a wonderful individual score. He pretty much had everyone to fight against there. The MacHales defence, the wind and the rain, but he kept on going and struck a beauty over his left.
Yeah, brilliant score, well worked, came up the length of the field. They had patience, built it up, gave it to the right man probably. You know, Colm Costello would be the score getter, and he done very well, got onto his left foot.
All Dunmore at the moment, they win the resulting kick out. As the rain bellows down here in Tuam Stadium. Ball over the line from Brendan Clark, and it hangs up in that rain. It's a battle over there, might be a free out for a little bit of a nudge in the back. A little bit too eager there from Shane McGrath, but they put the pressure on again. It'll be a free, and Colm Costello, he might have had the pretty side of the game a couple of moments ago. It's a bit more of the dark arts. And you can't underestimate, Billy, how much of the rain is belted down, and it's a really challenging event out there for both sets of players.
Yeah, rain and wind, like, you know, you cannot ask for worse, like, as a footballer.
St. Michael's now. Surely that might be scooped off the ground.
Off the ground. Yeah.
Stephen O'Reilly, he had no option there really, and St. Michael's, have, after a bright start, have just hit a bit of a wobble.
No, Dunmore will be very happy with this, and they're in the last 5 minutes they've taken control of the game, and they're beginning to pick holes in the Michael's defence.
Bit of a high arm over there from Conor Mitchell.
A little bit of a high, yeah.
What do you say, a handoff in rugby, I think is what you call it. But
it looks like it's going to be a free. But
is he reaching for the notebook here as well as the Michael's player down? Maybe, dare I say it, the cynical side of me. St. Michael's probably need to break and play as well. They were flying at the start, but it's been a green wave of Dunmore attacks in the last couple of minutes. We're level pegging here with 17 and a half minutes gone. First time the sides are level, 2 points apiece.
Yeah, Dunmore would be very happy with that, Jonathan. Yeah. Like, playing with that breeze, Michael's would need, as I said, you need a 6 or 7 points lead at half time with that kind of breeze.
Rain continues to hammer down, but players are taking the opportunity to try and get some water on board. The hay shed here, as it is affectionately known in Tuam Stadium, is due to be knocked down in a week or two. It's been tested out for its rainproofness, if you want to call it that. One of the fine arts and sights of Galway football will be all different when we're back here for round 2 in 2 weeks' time. We'll be perched across on the far side because this hay shed will be no more, and one of the most iconic grounds in the stadium.
Well, it has served the GA and Galway GA very well, like over the years. And I suppose for an atmosphere, you can't beat it, Jonathan. Tuam Stadium. We love coming in here.
Oh, yes. And the pitch is the one thing. Maybe the surroundings could do with a lick of paint, but the pitch remains immaculate. Now we're back in action again, and Dunmore continuing that bit of rich vein of form and find a bit of room here, and no more so than Sean Murray, who's nearly in front of the stand here as well, given such an option in front of St. Michael's. Notice that, but it's still Dunmore who are playing with fire moment. A heavy challenge coming in over there on Gleeson. Maybe that's a bit of a squaring off from one a couple of moments ago. Kind of spun into it, hit a bit of contact, and it's another sore one.
Yeah, since they started running hard at Michael's, in the first 10 minutes there, Jonathan, they wasn't making those runs. They wasn't testing the Michael's defence. Now they're running hard at them and they're getting results.
It's another passage, another break and play as the elements continue to batter its way down. Still a few hardy souls over on the terrace on the far side. A few umbrellas up. It's pretty much sideways rain starting to venture into the stand here as well in on top of us. But thankfully we look like we're about to continue play. Just shy of 20 minutes of action. We had a couple of passages of breaks and play in the last couple of moments, so you'd expect a couple of moments of addition time as well. Dunmore again, sloppy and got a soft enough free, I have to say there. Shane McGrath felt contact, but didn't seem to be a hell of a lot in that one, and it just continues with Dunmore having the slight momentum at the moment.
Yeah, and they're working hard, Jonathan. They're working hard, and they're running at the Michael's defence now, which they weren't doing early on, as we said. So they're getting results from that.
So it's Conor Gleeson who looks like he's going to try and have a venture towards the goals here with this place ball just inside the 45. The wind, if anything, is probably slowed down a little bit. It's probably been replaced by that sideways rain.
With the rain, yes, but he'd certainly have the distance.
He has
Jonathan.
a bomb of a kick on him. The change of approach here. Gleeson from the place ball, getting the last bit of dirt off the cogs. And he lines this one up pretty much in line with the right-hand post here. Trying to give his side the lead for the first time here in Tuam Stadium. And here comes the Galway goalie. Strikes it. He's dragged it towards the left-hand side. This one might stay in play. It does. It's picked up by Michaels. Might have been touched on the ground there, perhaps, but Michaels get away with it. And now they try and come forward for feels like the first time in quite a while. Owen Kern, and again, hits traffic. Better Dunmore defence here now. Just slows up St. Michael's ever so slightly, but they still keep possession. Still striding forward. Stephen O'Reilly is a free over their side, but Dave Cullen has hit traffic and gets a free. Shane McGrath punished for being a little bit too eager in that challenge, but it is noticeable, although it's taken a while to stop them. They're not running through with the same accuracy they were perhaps in the first 5 minutes or so.
Dunmore have a lot of players back, but even for the free taken there, Jonathan, you can see that the breeze is coming in at the corner of the stand and it's blowing across the goal. And I think Dunmore aren't allowing for that breeze.
Brian Harlow now trying to use the breeze to his advantage, strikes this one off the hands. It's a fine strike. He was close to 50 yards out there, Billy, and at ease, he just tapped it over, just stroked it over the bar. A fine score.
He has a lovely style of kicking. He doesn't force it. He just puts the ball up in the air and let the breeze carry it, and that's a great score for them. So it's 3 points to 2 now. They've taken the lead by a point at this stage.
Gleeson now with another place ball, this time from the kick out. As the rain picks up more pace, more velocity.
Wow.
Gleeson gets a good drive into it though. Look where Tyga Malley is out. The modern goalkeeper approach, going out to the right half back to try and put a squeeze on. It doesn't work. I think that ball is out of play. Linesman on the far side is flagging vigorously over there. But we see Oran Lynch do that a lot for Derry there. But
and I think Dunmore should have caught that ball. They really knocked it. Yeah, the Dunmore player knocked it down.
Really done they? Mm-hmm. So sideline ball here for St. Michael's, who lead by 3 points to 2. We've played 23 minutes of action here. Yellow card being flashed over there for Brendan Clark. Linesman again is still flagging like crazy.
Yes. I think he stepped over the line, Jonathan, probably. Okay. We have one of those crazy rules.
Yeah. You'd have to say, on a night like this, with the rain coming through, what difference did a couple of inches make there?
Well, somebody made that rule up. Whatever he was thinking about.
Yeah, I think we put that one with the advanced mark one in the bin is the place for it. Dunmore have the ball back.
Turned it over, yeah.
Half turned over by St. Michael's, and they do get it back. Yeah. Stephen O'Reilly is covering a lot of ground the last couple of moments.
Good pressure.
Owen McConton somehow gets that ball away after he looked like he'd lost it. Very scrappy at the moment, maybe akin to the weather conditions. Shane Connington might have got a free there, but instead Dunmore get a ball back up with Danny Ford, who's happy to go backwards, puts a strange kick backwards. Conor Gleeson scampers out of his goal, falls on his backside straight away, but managed to scoop it off before he gets under contract. But St. Michael's in on the right corner forward position and scoop backwards. Gleeson volleys it, but not out before it's 45. And it's a case of what happens next there, calamity stuff.
You're looking for trouble in this kind of conditions, playing back passes into that kind of an area.
Danny Ford had the ball back and he did a strange one backwards, just put the pressure on and St. Michael smelled blood. Yeah,
you need to get it out, get it into midfield anyway, get it out of there.
So it is a 45 here. Brian Harlow has got 2 frees to date. The other St. Michael score was Shane Connington free from play. They lead by 3 points to 2. Harlow now, his first one from the ground. Well over on the right hand side. Rain, I hope I don't jinx it, but it's thankfully settled down here. Still a bit of a dribble coming through the few holes in the hay shed here, but thankfully made conditions a little bit easier as umbrellas are starting to be unwinded left, right and centre. Harlow now unwinds the 45, doesn't connect to though. It's punched, it's into the goal, it goes. A beautiful finish there, Darragh O'Malley. It was a mishit of a 45, but O'Malley got 2 punches on it and into the top left hand corner it goes. And after 25 minutes of action here in Tuam Stadium, it's 1-3 St. Michael's, 2 points to Dunmore, and that's a huge moment of the game.
Well, once it left his boot, Jonathan, you could see the danger. Those kind of balls that's coming hard into the square, they're very dangerous ball to defend, and the hand just got the hand to it and into the net.
Dunmore had almost got up the pitch. Now here comes Dunmore again, trying to get an instant response. Dylan Brady is held up. Goes back to Colin Lyons. He's under trouble though, Joe Lyons. But Joe Burke even feels a bit of contact and cleverly sits themselves down. Dunmore take it quickly. Colin Lyons just boots it over on the left hand side. But what's our reaction of Dunmore now? They reacted well to the first passage of play from Dunmore. They're moving lively. This is a lot better. Shot comes in, but again it's over towards the left hand side and wide. Jamie Cohn just dragging that ever so slightly. The wind probably catching again there. It's Dunmore's second wide of the game, but that goal could have a huge impact, and Dunmore have to find a response here.
They do, and Michaels will be happy with that now. It gives them a bit of a lead going in towards half time.
I noted as well, St. Michael's are just slowing it down at the moment. I think they know they have a a significant advantage at the moment, 1-3 to Dunmore's 2 points. Shy of 27 minutes of action here. As the rain, we jinxed it a couple of moments ago, coming down more of a mist at the moment. Advantage taken quickly, but it just indication there of just how slippy conditions are. Colin Gallagher unable to get it. Now Dunmore coming on a bit of a counteract. Gleeson now puts the ball in field. It's a stray ball though, easily intercepted by Shane Connington. Back to Tygo O'Malley, and that's soul destroying from a Dunmore perspective.
Yeah, they had the space there. There was 2 against 2, and the pass just went astray.
St. Michael's now happier in the last couple of moments just to try and play keep ball. That breeze will certainly be worth a few elements of scores on the scoreboard. Colin Gallagher is fouled. Advantage is up. Ryan Harlow scoops it off the right, but he'll be happy to take pretty much was in effect a 45 here. The last one he mishit but ended up in the top corner. He might be hoping for a better connection from this one.
He'll probably be off the hands. I think this is a free, so he'll probably knock it over off the hands. Yeah, but that kind of a free is a nightmare for defence. It was coming like a bullet in towards the goal, and all it needed was a touch, Jonathan.
But it was a quality touch as well. It was directed and guided into the top corner.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
So Harlan now, this time, as we said, going to take this one off the hands. His preferred option as a significant breeze behind him. So height and direction are all that were required.
Look.
He's dragged it a little bit to the left this time. St. Michael's third wide of the game. Scoreboard remains 1-3 for St. Michael's. 2 points for Dunmore MacHales. There's 3 minutes of action here at the end of the first half here. We've a minute and a half to be played first before those 3 additional minutes kick on. And Dunmore, Billy, will probably need at least 1 score before half time.
Yeah, they would need that score, and it gives a bit of a cushion now to Michaels. That goal gives them that little bit of a cushion. Otherwise, there'd be only a point in it at half time. Now there's 4.
Oh, that's inside. That's inside. Conor Gleeson is furious. He chipped the ball out towards Colin Lyons. He was outside the D, but the ball dribbled in. He couldn't get it with the greasy surface. Edged inside the perimeter, and this, we said Dunmore needed a score. St. Michael's will get one here, and another big moment.
Give them a 5-point lead, which they'll be happy enough with.
Harlan now will strike this one again off the hands, but he's a lot closer to goal here. This should be bread and butter to the talented full forward. He strikes off the hands. He strikes it very high, very clean. Over the bar it goes. St. Michael's 1-4. Dunmore 2 points. Harlow with his third score of the game.
Yes, third free, yeah. So for Dunmore, they don't need to be given any kind of frees inside the 45 metre line.
Dare I suggest Conor Gleeson might go along with this one?
Oh, I would imagine, yes.
And that's the way he's eyeing it up. A couple of players overloaded this side. It's very high. It's almost a Gary Owen as it hangs up in the air. Dave Cullan comes through and takes a midfield mark. He has options over on the right hand side. The advanced Owen Kern. He will get the ball just before it dribbles out, flicks it up nicely, looks to try and take on his man over there, but held up initially by Danny Ford. And a bit of wrestle match and another frustrating free to give away. This one a lot more difficult. Harlow is going over there. Well, now though he has got 3, but this will be the most difficult.
This is a hard one. Maybe he's going left.
He does like an eye up that he's shaping that side up.
Yeah.
So that just shows you the confidence that he has at the moment here. But it could potentially be another key score before half time. Potential options if he wants to go short, but looks like he's going to eye this one up. Tygo O'Malley's ready to squeeze the kick out. Harlow hits it high, slices it.
Right, yeah.
And, it's made its way over.
Wow.
I thought that I'd going to swing away, but the breeze took it in.
Yeah,
over the bar it goes. That's a quality score.
It looked like it was wide from here.
Yeah, it just held up so long in the air that it swung its way over, and a fantastic score from Harlow.
That's a serious score.
He's 4th of the game. And it's a big advantage now, 1-5 to 2 points.
You're gone to 6 points now all of a sudden.
That's 1-2 in a row now from Dunmore. It's another kick out that hangs up in the air. Dunmore desperately trying to get possession. They don't. It's won over by Darragh O'Malley. He ends up on the floor. And it's all St. Michael's at the moment.
Dunmore cannot be giving away those kind of frees because he'll just knock them over from there with that breeze. He just popped them up in the air over the bar. Anything inside the 45 there is going to be a point.
This one nearly feels like a gimme compared to the one that he got a couple of moments ago. He'll be back on the right this time. But St. Michael's doing significant damage to the scoreboard before half-time here. As the weather improves, the breeze picks up once the rain has gone away. So, nice advantage that he's back.
Yes.
Harlow. Yeah. No doubt about that one. Over the maroon spot here in Tuam Stadium. White flag up in the air. Fantastic, glorious striker of the football. He's fifth free. St. Michael's now with a 1-6 to 2-point advantage. And
he's just a very good kicker. Like, he's a brilliant kicker. His style of kicking, he doesn't force it. Just drops it to the boot and away it goes.
Sides were level on the 16th minute when Colm Costello got a fine score. That's Dunmore's last score of the half so far, though. And it's been all St. Michael's since. Gleeson again has no options but to drive this one long over towards the left-hand side. Up go the bodies, and it'll be a Dunmore sideline ball there. Only about 30 seconds left before half-time, and Dunmore desperately need a score before they go in for the half-time cuppa. Michaels now have just got everyone pretty much inside their own 45, looking to clog things up. Dunmore have found space over on the left-hand side. Coming through, brilliant bit of defending over there, just quality defending, and scoop the ball away, and now St. Michael's will just wind down the clock here before half-time as they edge the way forward. And there is the half-time whistle, and St. Michael's with a blistering second quarter here have I won't say got one hand on the victory, but they've certainly gone a long way towards that victory. Repeat, on the 16th minute, the sides were level for the first and only time. Colm Costello pointed, which was a fine score. But since then, it's been all St. Michael's. Yeah. They've got, won 4 in a row. Brian Harlow involved in everything. He's hit 5 frees, involved in the goal as well. Beautifully put in by Brian O'Malley, and St. Michael's.
Very pleased the way things came in that last 15 minutes, really, John, because up to that it was a 1-point game, and we were saying if Dunmore could hold it in around that, they'd be very happy going in at half-time. But in fairness to Michael's now, they upped the ante, and again, Dunmore gave away the frees. They gave away the soft frees inside the 45 or around the 45, and Harlow was just popping them over the bar, and that one with his left foot was a crazy point from that angle.
It nearly fooled us all the way we were going.
I was sure it was wide.
Yeah, there were you and me both, but it just goes to show the quality. We touched on it a little bit earlier. Set pieces, free kicks, whatever you want to call them, they're such an important part, and Dunmore probably giving away too many ones. And
he kicks them very high as well, which is not great for umpires, and no Hawkeye here. So.
No, certainly not here in the hallowed Tuam Stadium, but the $1 million question, Dunmore, what do they need to get things going? They will have the scoring goal, they will have the breeze, but that's not enough.
Yeah, that's a 7-point lead now, Jonathan, is it? 7, I think?
7 points,
lead. Yeah, we were saying by half-time Michaels would need 7 or 8 points to be comfortable. They are comfortable now, but it's all up to Dunmore now to come out and really go at them and start getting the scores.
So there we go. We'll try and get a half-time cup of tea and get out of the elements here, but it's St. Michael's in control here at the break. They lead Dunmore by 1-6 to 2 points. We'll leave you with some highlights from the first half. A forewarned warning, you will see a lot of Brian Harlow, but we'll chat to you very soon for the second half.
Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new Seaview apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best of luck. Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best of luck.
Welcome back to Tuam Stadium here. Dunmore first back out on the pitch here for the second half. And Billy, they're going to need to be first to a good bit of breaking ball here, a good bit of everything for the next couple of moments in particular. It's that second quarter for St. Michael's where they extended out. They currently have a 6-2 point advantage after being level on the 16th minute. And forgive the pun, they made hay in the wintry conditions here in Tuam Stadium. And Dunmore probably need a spell of the game like that themselves to get back into things here.
Well, the first 10 minutes is going to be vital now, Jonathan, that Dunmore will get on the scoreboard pretty fast, because I'm sure Michaels now will set up big defence and try and break them down and counter from there. So kicking long range points is what it's all about, because we've seen Michaels, the long distance frees they were kicking from distance. They hardly got any score inside only the goal. They were all long ones from about the 45 metre line. So Dunmore will have to take on those kind of shots.
St. Michael's back out as well here. You're always a bit cautious in saying it, but thankfully at the moment conditions have eased anyways. First half was played with some difficult wintry sideways rain here. Still have the breeze, which Dunmore will have with their backs here up towards the scoring goal here in Tuam Stadium. There's the referee, looks like he's gone back in. Forgot the whistle perhaps. There's no need for that, Billy. Just play on, we'll be grand. We'll call the freeze
keep the hand up all the time.
Just like the good old days. So you don't see that too often, but referee's gone back in for it. It gives the players a bit of time to loosen up again. And Dunmore, as we said, will try and get things going pretty lively. They did show passage of play there, maybe after a wobbly start, where they were creating a lot of trouble. Gleeson and Costello, to be fair to them,
got through for the few scores.
And another maybe pass here too. Here and there.
They just were turned over in the passes there in that first half. Michaels are very good on the counter. They're very fast on the counter, and the support players are driving hard.
Yeah, and you feel like they will be, it won't bother them in the slightest if they do have to come back, sit a bit deeper and then break, because as you touched on there, they have a lot of pace.
It'll kind of suit them if Dunmore are pressing forward and they turn over. They'll have loads of space to counter-attack.
Well, here comes the referee. Notebook is there. I think the whistle is there as well. We're eventually, belatedly, ready for road here. No floodlights, of course, in here, so he'll need to move things pretty lively. There was the Division 1 football final was played a couple of weeks ago here. It went to extra time and it went to penalties. And I won't lie, Billy, we were nearly with the torches for the penalty shootout. Corfin victorious over Tuam Stars in that one. Held on to their league title, of course. They'll be back in action here tomorrow on a mouth-watering game against Salthill Knocknacara. Corfin, look at their panel. The likes of Liam Silk back from his travels. Ciar Malloy back from injury as well. They won't be there too far off, but at the moment it's all about St. Michael's and Dunmore. St. Michael's with that 7 point advantage, and St. Michael's holding on to possession here. Jack Brown just puts it down the line. Cullen now is hooking the sideline over there. Plays the ball in field. Dunmore willing to push up, but MacHales, as we touched on, happy to keep the football. Madden now.
Yeah,
clever, experienced player.
You'll imagine that's what they'll be doing now, and it's up to Dunmore now to come out and take them on out there around the centre of the field, because you can leave the ball there all day to them and they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, you just notice here there's a lot of Dunmore maybe sitting out just outside the 45.
Yeah.
Not really doing a lot. They'd be better served pushing up 5
exactly,
yards or so. Bit of pressure comes on now, but it allows Cruz to get the football. Fernand goes backwards with it, and Shane Connaughton now. Again, no wild Dunmore pressure at all. They're sitting off. We question if this is the best tactic, but who are we to judge? But at the moment, you have to say, St. Michael's just keeping possession and really not really going anywhere. Brian Harlow, will he fancy a shot against the breeze? 5 points in the first half, all from place balls, all equally impressive. One in particular from over on the 21 and over on the wrong side. It's converted off the left, and he's still going for a trot, and it's opening up for him here. Harlow punches the ball off just as he feels a bit of contact. Now it's a clever little play now. Maloney, it's held up. Good turnover there from Dunmore, and they need to get back up the pitch. Swarm defence here from St. Michael's. But Dunmore move it very fast through the hands. It's very congested, but it's just about away, and Gleeson now finds room, and he has open country in front of him. Gleeson's still going, passes the 45, goes off the shoulder to McGrath. McGrath still going, it's opened up. McGrath's through and goal. That's a little bit of a push in the back. Forces up. It's a penalty. The referee thought about it. Maybe a shout from the crowd, but a big moment.
A big moment, just what Dunmore needed, after 2.5 minutes, Jonathan. It's just what they needed. Now, Michaels at the other end of the field will be kicking themselves for a very poor pass when they were holding onto the ball, gave it away cheaply, but Dunmore countered very fast, and Gleeson made the ground. He made 50 yards there in a solo bust, and he passed it off. Was it to McGrath?
Shane McGrath was the one who was fouled in at the end.
And he was in for a goal, there's no doubt about that. But he got the penalty. So
yeah, big moment now.
Big moment.
We mentioned the penalty shootout in the league game. This one is from general play, and it looks like Shane McGrath, who's fouled, has picked the ball up. He's going to eye up Tyg O'Malley. All yellow kit. Goes back, and the town goal. McGrath places the ball, takes a couple of steps back. Big moment here comes. McGrath shoots. Great save. The ball is out again. McGrath, take two. It's bobbled up. It's going to break. A fly kick. Brave goalkeeper in there. Tyg O'Malley stands strong about 2 or 3 times. Big moment. St. Michael's, aided by their goalkeeper, stand tall. Yeah. But the second one, when McGrath got it, O'Malley just held him up and then was so brave as a...
The penalty was straight at him though. All he had to do was knock it out. McGrath got it. He just got crowded out. The goalie came on him so fast. It was great goalkeeping, you'd have to say, Jonathan. And then it broke around the goal for a while. It was there for the taking, but Michaels got it out.
It's a free in now for Dunmore, and dare I say it, one they desperately need. Got huge hope and optimism there from that penalty a couple of moments ago.
It's just what they needed. It was just the tonic they needed in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second half.
So they will take the free this time, trying to get their first score of the second half. Colm Costello will take this one off the hands, just as inside the 45. Still has that significant enough breeze at his back. Bit of treatment in around the house there. Referees the notebook out as well. But I think we're about to play on, and Costello is bracing himself to take the shot at goal. It's a fine strike. Over the bar it goes. It's Dunmore's first score since the 16th minute. We're now 5 minutes into the second half, and a score they desperately needed.
Oh, they just needed that. After the penalty miss, at least they got something out of it. They got a point.
Costello with his second score of the game. Got a fine one from play in the first half. Now O'Malley, after his warrior couple of moments, again slices one out. Up into the air it goes. It's Dunmore who get it and then lose it, and then hot potato stuff here, scooped through the hands. Dunmore have it. Gleeson gets the ball backwards. Denny Ford to scamper. Gives it back towards Mitchell. Mitchell now. Brady now. Looks to take on his man. And he's going to get contact. Just about keeps it in and flicks it away. And Colin Gallagher is able to pick the football up. Sprays the ball in field. Bree seems to slow it a bit down as well. Rain is thankfully gone. It's like a different climate to what we witnessed in the first half, but it's still St. Michael's with the advantage, 1-6 to 3 points. 6 minutes gone in the second half, and St. Michael's, as they've shown, a good bit in the first half here, and indeed so far in the second half, aided by Brian Mannion now going up the field, comfortable in possession. Dunmore still sitting off, passed it enough so far. You'd imagine they're willing to put the squeeze up. Tygo Malley now is out for a run. Just about scoops the way now. Dunmore do put the pressure on, but again, St. Michael's hold it. Shane Connington gets it off towards Jack Brown. And Brown. This is disastrous stuff here. It's going for the long range. The opportunity comes in. It's into the net. Shane McGrath from half the way out the country puts the ball into the net. Have you ever seen anything like that in Tuam Stadium? Kamikaze stuff from St. Michael's. But what a finish from McGrath. Unearthed it from the penalty miss. Puts it in. It must be 50 yards out.
Well, we've seen goalies doing it all year, I suppose, being out and getting caught out. Well, they really got caught out, and it was a terrible pass across field from the goalie, and he really was in no man's land after that. God help him. It was, but it was some goal from. He was 45 metres out when he shot.
Didn't even look. He just
blazed it, and it ended up on the back of the net. It's a brilliant goal.
I
know there was no goalie there, but it was a brilliant goal from 45 metres.
It was like they say the goalposts don't move and you just take a shot through and strike through. But we saw Damien Comer do one in Croke Park.
He actually could have carried it if he wanted and brought it right into the goal, but he took it on.
Unbelievable stuff here. Who would be a goalkeeper? And remarkably, Billy, we've a 3-point ball game.
Oh, yeah. It's what Dunmore really need. We said it at half time. The first 10 minutes of this second half was going to be vital for Dunmore to come out of the blocks, get the few scores. And missing the penalty was just a breaker for them. But then getting the goal and getting the point now, it really puts them back in the game.
Yeah, well, we do have a passage to play. It's as much as we'd love to say it's for celebrating, watching back and debating that goal, it is for St. Michael's injury. And it looks like Brian Mannion over there, the centre back, was down, but he's back up on his feet. And Tygo O'Malley, who would be a goalkeeper. St. Michael's have a couple of subs ready. Also O'Malley, again, as he's done so many times, kind of slips it but gets a great strike on it. Dave Canaan wins a vital ball, then hits traffic. It's a turnover. Dunmore get it, lose it. Michael's have it back here now. A lot of trouble, a little bit of a foul there perhaps. Joe Burke, I thought he might have clipped the heels there.
Yeah, just accidental really, Joe, but it was a foul, yeah. Jonathan, yeah.
So, here comes a bit of fresh blood. It looks like it'll be potentially for both sides. First up for St. Michael's will be Mikey Maguire, who's into it. If you could see the confused look on your head, Billy, it's because that's one of the changes there. Number 10 originally on the programme was Frank Daly. He doesn't talk, so Mikey Maguire wears 10 and is in.
Yeah.
It's almost a Glen moment here because I haven't seen a sub go off for St. Michael's, but there's one got off behind the goal. St. Michael's are happy to keep things going as they come forward. St. Michael's now trying to get a response. They haven't scored in the second half to date, but had an abundance of the football and are happy again just to play a bit of control in the football and now put a bit of pace through it. Again, St. Michael's keep possession. Brian Mannion, thankfully, is okay from that injury a couple of moments ago. Plays a 1-2 with Canan and gets it off the shoulder quickly. Cruz now is held up. It's another St. Michael's player on the floor. That's a heavy hit, comes in over here now.
Yeah,
frustration's coming out.
Going for the book anyway there.
Yeah,
it's a bit high.
So just confirmation of that substitution there for St. Michael's. Number 13, Danny Norton makes way. He's replaced by number 10, Mikey Maguire. And it will be a free. And the 45, and unexpectedly, it will be Brian Harlow, as a yellow card was shown there. Thomas Gleeson for that bit of a late hit. Their second yellow card of the game.
And the wind has died a little bit, Jonathan, as you can see and you can feel. So this could be kickable from here, like, you know.
So another substitution here. Eamon O'Donnell is also in. The number 19. And he replaces Finan Cruz. So 2 changes into the game now for St. Michael's. Damien Reddington looks like he's stripped and ready to go in front of us here as well, but no change so far. And another Dunmore turnover. Half a turnover back, but they keep on to possession. Very scrappy. Brendan Clark ends up on the floor. Might be the first St. Michael's yellow card. Shane Connington is going to get a yellow card, you would imagine. The notebook is definitely out.
Yeah, it was high, yeah.
And it is the first yellow card for St. Michael's. That camp is 2-1 in the Dunmore favour. We've played 12 minutes of the second half. St. Michael's with a 1-6 to 1-3 advantage, and we haven't had any further scores since that wonder goal from Shane McGrath. But you have to go back to injury time for St. Michael's last score, as we now see a strange blue thing in the sky, Billy. Haven't seen that in a while. And Conor Gleeson will almost trot past the medics here and just gets it off to his halfback, Danny Ford, who Dunmore now moving the ball a little more quickly as they try and chase down this 3-point deficit. Trying to get a perfect return to senior football. Of course, 15 times Frank Vox champions. Such a historic, one of the linchpins of Galway football.
Yeah, once they start running hard at the Michael's defence, they're pulling the frees and they're getting results from it. Yeah.
Colm Costello was won a free just outside the 45 here. He got a fine one a couple of moments ago. And is going for take 2. Takes this one quickly, but drags it. Dunmore's third wide of the game. Maybe on reflection, he would have taken another moment or two.
All those are vital, Jonathan, for Dunmore now.
Brian Harlow in the first half was nailing pretty much everything.
Yeah. And they need to just keep the scoreboard ticking over as well.
So in comes Damien Reddington. Bring a bit of quality on here. Dunmore's first change of the game. And he replaces number 20, Brendan Clark.
He'll bring an awful lot of experience now to the Dunmore attack. I seen him last year in their run to the All-Ireland semi-final, and every time he came on, he was doing well.
And he's into the proceeding straight away, wins the breaking ball. Moved off the shoulder quickly. Colm Costello now making hard work of it. We'll have to recycle. Renton now the first time goes outside of the right.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh my days, what a score. He's only on about 20 seconds. Outside of the right. Just almost poked the foot through it. It's a 2-point game, 1-4 to 1-6. What a strike.
I think I seen him doing the same thing in the Connacht final up in Kiltoom, where he was only in the field for about a minute and he scored an unbelievable point that day. But there you are. Like, Damien has been doing it all those years, and I was just thinking about it when I seen the play building up there. Give it to Damien, I said, because he'll have a go, and he did. Off the side of the boot, over the bar. Brilliant score.
And I was about to say Dunmore had won the breaking ball, but Michaels bravely took ground. Then it's a scoop back. Oh, I'm not sure about that decision. I thought he scooped the football away. Definitely one that'll hurt, but as you come down the business end here, played 15 minutes of the second half. Every decision heavily debated. The Dunmore bench don't like that one. Just breathes things down, but you're still looking at a St. Michael's side that haven't got off that scoreboard in the second half.
Yeah, and they haven't created any chance really, because Dunmore have turned them over every time they've tried to get through. Dunmore defence has done very well.
Michael's now will restart things. Slowing it down, then Dave Cullen puts it outside the boot. It spins up in the air. It'll be won by the substitution straight away, Eamon O'Donnell. And then Harlow drags it all the way across the goal. This could be dangerous. Scoops up in the air. St. Michael's will retrieve. Back it goes to Kerwin. Great block down straight away. That's a heavy challenge. Comes in on Dylan Brady. And Dunmore are baying for blood here. Dylan Brady was definitely stopped. It's a case of what colour it will be here. Mikey Maguire, yellow at best. Probably will be a yellow, dare I say, Billy.
I would think. I think it's a yellow. I don't think he's going to go for reds in this game because there's a good few high tackles already in the game. So I doubt if he goes for red.
Well, black was the concern, but yellow card. I don't need to tell you what the Dunmore faithful think of that one. They've already done it for us. But most importantly, it's a fine block. And now they have to go back towards Gleeson. 16 and a half minutes gone in the second half. St. Michael's with a 2-point advantage, but yet to get off the mark in the second half. A wonder goal that we'll watch over and over and again, I think, for years to come from Shane McGrath. After he missed a penalty earlier on in the game, had they converted that, who knows what way things are gone. But a lot of football to be played here as Dunmore try and get back in the game and try and get up the pitch here. Comes across now towards Mitchell. He's pushed out and bit of a late hit comes on through from Colin Galler. Nothing really in it aside from a little palm in the chest, but it's championship football. It's spicy. Comes off the hands here very, very quickly. Thomas Gleeson is held up. And a bit of back shot here. Brings free from potentially from the 45. Now outside the D. Makes it a hell of a lot more scoreable. The breeze has settled down, but that bit of advantage for Lip, and it's getting tasty out there.
Of course, yeah, and this will bring it to 1 point. So Dunmore in a good position now at this stage because Michaels don't seem to be able to threaten the Dunmore goal at this stage.
Colm Costello now again takes it quickly, but this time over the bar it goes. 1 point game, as Billy rightfully says here. 18 minutes gone. Colm Costello with his third of the game. Second free, one from play in the first half. All eyes now on Tygo O'Malley. Dunmore, I look down, I see a lot more green shirts down to my left hand side there. They're pushed up, but O'Malley finds room.
They're pressing hard now at this stage.
Pressure comes on, but St. Michael's have to be careful here. Just about get it out. Still haven't gone out. It's a wonderful turnover. Conor Mitchell got a paw in from absolute no place. Joe Burke now moves it across. There's men over on the left hand side here. A turnover. Costello has been held up, managed to boot it backwards. Mitchell puts it on the boot, just about makes his way. Joe Burke misses the football, ploughs the other way, and St. Michael's got a big turnover. No free given there. I cannot believe that decision. It was almost a wrestling move.
It was, yeah.
Tempers boiling over.
Is it a sideline ball or is it
I think he's just given the sideline.
No, I think it's going to be the free now.
No, potentially he has, yeah. But
yeah, great pressure from Dunmore, like they're not giving them any.
Lively stuff.
Oops.
The ball moved away very quickly though, and Brian Mannion now has road in front of him. Puts the ball down the line. It's been held up over there. Darragh O'Malley gets the ball off the shoulder. Back towards Harlow. Can he get one from play? Can't, because all you can see is green shirts. Plays the ball in field. This is dangerous. Joe Burke is desperately trying to get there. Harlow gets again. Now Michaels have the overlap on the left hand side. The shot comes in. The shot is high and the shout is wide. And it remains a 1 point ball game. Clock now showing 10 minutes to go. Conor Gleeson sprints out with the football. St. Michael's fourth wide of the game. That's going to be another St. Michael's substitution. Owen Day is going to be brought into proceedings here with 10 minutes to go. Look at the Dunmore management, the head table. They're led by Gary Delaney, are deep in thought. Stephen O'Reilly has made way, number 25 for St. Michael's. Now Gleeson, all eyes on the goalkeepers. Gleeson just drives it long. It's a bomb of a strike. It's nearly too long because Dunmore are a little bit more defensive, and St. Michael's, through force of numbers, are able to get Owen Day into things straight away, and it's just scooped the ball off. Pressure comes on in Kerwin though, and still pressure comes on. Heavy hit comes on there, and Dylan Brady a little bit too eager, but Dunmore gobble up that ball there. Conor Mitchell is fouled. Just listen to the roar with every turnover.
Great pressure by Dunmore. They look very lively, they look very fit. Look a fitter team than MacHales at this stage.
Dunmore, can they get an equaliser? It's a stray ball though. Reddington can get nowhere near that one. He says calm things down. Still a lot of football to be played. Remarkably, we've only been levelled once in the game to date, but Dunmore trying to change that. Now St. Michael's running down the eye of the gun pretty much. Gets it away, and Danny Ford this time with the latest turnover. Chips the ball down the line. It does well. Gleeson bombs it into the corner. Shane McGrath now going for a point, goes in field, scoops the ball off. This is Reddington coming through. No, it comes over the bar. Dylan Brady equalises the side. Remarkable. They were 7 down at the break. We're now into the second half. 8 minutes to go. It's level pegging again.
Yeah, great comeback by Dunmore. Great second half by Dunmore. And as the game goes on, Jonathan, they look the better team. They're just turning over MacHales. They have no ideas going forward. But great defensive play by Dunmore. Great defense, and then they're turning it into attack very fast. They're moving the ball so fast, and got it to Dylan Brady there and over the bar.
Tiger Malley, understandably, doing everything in his power just to try and stem this Dunmore wave at the moment. Sides are still level though. O'Malley, this one hangs up in the air. Bodies collide. St. Michael's win it. Now the pressure comes on. Mannion gets it off towards Day. It's O'Donnell. Plays the ball in field. Harlan now has gone deep. Switch over to the left hand side. Jack Brown gets it off the shoulder. St. Michael's now pushing those blue shirts forward. Dunmore gone back. Galler is held up, half stopped. Ron Day has it. Moves the ball in field. Galler's going for the 1-2. Galler going through and goal. Clyde come out. Galler strikes. Puts it over the bar. A quick response from St. Michael's. And Galler, it wasn't pretty, but sometimes you just got to put the head down and bulldoze your way through.
Yeah, it was the first time they really got through the Dunmore defence, you know, and another pass inside was very near a goal chance on Jonathan, because one of their forwards had drifted inside. If he just seen him and popped it into him, there could be a goal, but he took his point, and a point at this stage is vital. It's a vital score.
Yeah,
at this stage.
7 to go, 1 point game.
Yeah,
this can twist and turn a lot.
Yeah, it's in a balance really, but Dunmore look like the team that can win it.
So Galler is just calming things down again. It's collisions all over the pitch. Debates on. Heavily fought championship game here in Tuam Stadium. Galler thankfully is up on his feet. Referee's indicating that he's stopped the watch as Conor Gleeson is chomping at the bit here to try and restart things. Very central at the moment. Now Dunmore split. Gleeson looks like he wants to go short. It's only a 2-step run up and then just goes into reverse and is going to drive this one, but there's nobody outside the 45, so it's pretty much putting it into St. Michael's country. And it's St. Michael's, they win it. Might have been a push there, but on they go. Shane Maloney gets the ball off quickly towards O'Donnell. Switches to Harlow, has definitely gone deeper in the last couple of moments. Off towards Jack Brown. Met with a heavy collision. Dylan Brady and the whole Dunmore faithful debate that one. Didn't seem to be a lot
shoulder, I think, you know, this is what's supposed to be in, the rule in the GA. If it's shoulder to shoulder, it's not a free. And that wasn't a free, that was a good hit.
Reminded me of the Clifford one against Derry in Croke Park. Yeah.
That was just a good hit.
But it's Michael's to get the decision. Michael's trying to get a 2-point advantage. And they do. It's a wonderful score. A debatable one after the free, but no debate about the score.
Not sure who scored it there, Jonathan.
Yeah, St. Michael's have a 2-point advantage here at the moment. Shane Connington, who's got that score. And that's a big moment now, a 2-point advantage. Dunmore won't want to let that go any longer.
No, they just dropped there's intensity there in the last couple of minutes, Jonathan, and allowed MacHales to breeze through the defence really.
They are coming for an instant response. The ball might break nicely. Brady gets it. And this time he drags it. Dunmore heads and hands. Frustrating one.
Yeah.
It levels the white count at 4 apiece, but you can't afford to be missing too many of those.
No, MacHales have just found a few gaps in the Dunmore defence now there in the last 3-4 minutes, which they hadn't done all during the second half.
Tiger O'Malley now will restart his side with the vital 2-point advantage. There's 4 minutes of normal action left. Again, falls on the floor but gets a wonderful strike off. And St. Michael's now with Owen Day, although I was about to say they're flying forward. He just dropped the ball for a little moment and just slows it down a bit, but they still find room. Connaughton now trying to get his second score of the roll, gets the ball off the shoulder. Owen Day is coming through in goal. He might take a shot in goal. He does. It's blocked. Combination of bodies. It's out for 45 though.
Yeah.
Dunmore will probably be frustrated that they didn't stop that 45.
But you notice in the last 5 minutes, Jonathan, they're boarding holes in the Dunmore defence all of a sudden, which they hadn't done all during the game. But now they're running in direct into the Dunmore defence, and they're getting value for it.
So 45 now. For St. Michael's, this will be a significant 3-point advantage.
And the breeze has eased again, if you noticed.
Colin Gallagher is going to take this one.
Wide.
It's a decent strike, but it doesn't have the direction over towards the right-hand side and wide. 2.5 minutes to go. Martin Cleary is introduced for Dunmore. Some of the big man around the middle. Replaces number 11, Jamie Cohn. Gleeson goes short, gets it off towards Mitchell. But Dunmore, shy of 2 minutes, plus a bit of additional time. Trail by 2. They need to get that scoreboard going. They went in a burst there after half time. Of course, missed that penalty as well. But need to try and find that bit of form again here, one last time. St. Michael's totally retrieved. Everyone inside their own 65 at the moment. Danny Ford will chip the ball in field. Thomas Gleeson now trying to pull the strings from a little bit of deeper. Runs as far as the 45, then puts the handbrake on and goes back towards recent substitute Martin Cleary. He's sole on the football. Has to go backwards though. What stage do you drive it in?
They need to drive now. They need to drive fairly soon. Pull a free or get that ball in. They're playing it around the middle of the field, and Michaels will be happy enough. So long as they keep it there, they're not going to get a score.
Luke Murray just find a bit of space there for Colin Lyons over on the right hand side. Then pushes it infield towards Reddington and might have got a little bit clip and does. And the experience just draws a bit of contact there as well.
He played for that foul, Damien. He used all his experience to take that little bit of a
well, as the fella says,
he'd
one aim to win a free kick there out of that one. He got it.
Yeah.
It's about converting it now, as the yellow card looks like it might potentially be shown it is.
And it's the one thing that Michaels didn't want to do there was give away a free, because Dunmore, they were playing around with the ball and they weren't finding any gaps there, and they should have played it out. They gave away a very soft free there.
So all eyes now on Colm Costello. It's 30 seconds of normal time. Just to make it a 1-point game, as you'd imagine 3 or 4 minutes. 6 will be the indication. Costello strikes high.
Wow.
Has he got it? He has. The umpire nods. 1-point game with 6 minutes of additional time to go. And Dunmore, all out press. Gleeson's on the halfway line. O'Malley in no rush.
Yeah, 6 minutes is a good period of injury time now.
Possession absolute vital here now in Tuam Stadium. Michaels by 1. O'Malley drives it up into the air. The bodies go up. Oh, it's a wonderful catch. Colin Gallagher takes it quickly. Eamon O'Donnell now drives the ball in. It's well won over there. St. Michael's now keep possession. Tidy play by Mikey Maguire, and Gallagher switches over towards the left hand side where Jack Brown is bombing forward, punches the ball down the line. Owen Day again, similar to a couple of moments ago, is going through and goal. Day strikes her goal and into the bottom corner of the net. And I think, Billy, that is that. He threatened it a couple of moments ago as a substitution, but he came in this time and rifled it into the bottom left hand corner. Huge moment. St. Michael's second goal of the game, and that should be that.
Well, you see, they've been getting in on that left wing there all the time, Jonathan. They've been making hay in the last 10 minutes on that left-hand side of the field where the overlap is coming in. That's where they got all their scores, from that side.
2-8 now to Dunmore's 1-7. Still a good bit of football to be played, about 4.5 minutes. But what was a game very much in the melting pot has a little bit of daylight between us.
Yeah, they need to go at it. That's a good ball in now. That's what they need to do.
McGrath now. It's a clever little ball, but it's intercepted there, Michaels, by force of numbers, if nothing else. Mitchell desperately tries to get the turnover, but it's O'Donnell doing well in the football and wins a free. He'll be in no rush to take this either, you feel. St. Michael's just probably shown a little bit of experience here.
Yeah, just in the last 10 minutes of the game, they've really turned it around, Jonathan.
Michaels, as you would expect, taking the time, but then give a strange ball away. Conor Mitchell pretty much didn't have to do anything to get that football back. Dunmore now looking to try and drive at the St. Michael's goal again. Long ball in from Gleeson, who's going to catch it. It might break nicely here. Jake Slattery gets it off the shoulder. Oh, it's a heavy hit. A heavy hit on Colm Costello as he was trying to make his way through on the goal.
And
Cynical.
Them are the kind of balls they should be sending in, because there's no point in playing it back and over the field here now in the last couple of minutes. They need to get scores. And that was a great high ball into the square. Dunmore won it, and it looked like there was a goal chance on.
Yeah, so it's a black card being shown here, and it's the fullback, Shane Maloney, who will watch the rest of the game with us up in the stand. Clock shows 2 minutes.
3 left.
3 minutes even, actually, as the ball is flashed over the bar straight away there. 1-8 to 2-8, so back to a one-score game, but it will require the onion bag to be rattled down here.
It will, yeah. But if they pop a few balls in there into the danger area, Jonathan, anything can happen.
I think that's what's required now. I think the time for nice passages of play, left, right and centre, it's just get the big men in and drive it in now is the only option here. But they have to win the ball back first. O'Malley is going to drive it out in front of us here in the stand. Up into the air it goes. St. Michael's now with 14 players, and Dunmore get the ball back. Luke Murray. Move it is the call, and that's what Dunmore need to do. They are going through the hands. It's surely a foul on there. Take it quickly. Conor Mitchell now on the left hand side, breaks the 41, lobs a high ball in around the house. Up go the bodies. It's won over there by Dunmore. They're going to try and get things back. Colm Costello puts the ball across the goal, but it's easily picked up by Michaels. Owen Day, the goal scorer, is back doing defending at the moment. Plays a 1-2 and will just about keep this in before it goes out over the sideline. Nice little skip of play there, finds room. He's still going. Harlow now plays in field to Gallagher, who almost is fouled by the referee there. On we go. This will be controversial. Mitchell now puts a long ball in around the house. Up go the bodies. It's almost won over there. Just flicks out of Shane McGrath's grasp as he tries to get control. Half turned over there. It might be turned over. It is turned over. Gleeson wins a free in. It's a big moment, a big passage of play, but a soft free, I thought.
A few bad decisions there by the referee. He certainly impeded the Michaels player there. There's no doubt about that. He was going to get the ball, but he was impeded. But it's a free into Dunmore. They'll probably look for the goal.
Gleeson now is going to chip it in around the house. It's a Gary Owen effort. Up it goes. It's punched on, but St. Michael's win it. Gallagher is back and he's driving his way through and it's still going. Bouncing off Dunmore players. Robbie throws the ball away, dare I say, and then wins a free out. Not sure about some of these refereeing decisions the last couple of months.
In the last couple of minutes there's been a few now that you would really question.
40 seconds of action. Dunmore need the football and need to somehow try and work a goal here. Cullen drives it long and there's nobody here. The ball up towards O'Donnell. Gleeson's at left half back trying to hold him up. Still nobody back in goal. Joe Lyons is going to tear to try and play fly goalkeeper. St. Michael's, I think they'll be happy to hold on to the football. What they don't, they give it away. Oh, that's a little trip there. Should be another black card here, you feel. St. Michael's will be down to 13 for the last couple of moments.
Yeah,
the notebook is out, but time is up.
6 up now, yeah.
And big lecture being taken. Certainly not in any rush here. But you imagine this will be surely a black card.
Yeah, that's...
Didn't flash it.
Second one, is it?
Eamon O'Donnell is off, so it's 13 versus 15, but time is up. St. Michael's. They lead by 3. Dunmore somehow need to work a goal out of magic. High bomb of a ball by Luke Murray in around the house. Up it goes, it's 1. McGrath, a wonderful save by O'Malley.
Wow.
He might have had a wobble for the goal, but it's another fine save. Maybe time for one more. Dunmore have it back here now. Comer now. Surely he's going to get in around the house. They need to drive this in. Luke Murray now. Pops it off the shoulder towards Mitchell. Mitchell over this side towards Brady. Here it goes. One high ball, in it goes. In around the house. Up go the bodies. Where's it breaking? It's just past the post. It's out for a 45. I thought it was in, Billy.
Wow.
Will there be time for the 45? I think there will be.
Crazy. I was sure it was in the net.
Same as. But Conor Gleeson is going to chip this one.
It's the kind of ball in that they need. And
Gleeson goes short. Puts it over on the right hand side. Brady again, take 2. Another high ball in towards an absolute scrum. Bodies, it breaks. St. Michael's have it. St. Michael's drive their way out. And there is the full time whistle. They've worked hard for it. But St. Michael's have got a victory here. An enthralling second half. We thought at half time when St. Michael's led by 7 that the game was over. The game was far from over. What a second half we have. And St. Michael's will breathe one hell of a sigh of relief there. But what a game of football.
Well, for 20 minutes of that second half, it looked like Dunmore had it in the bag, Jonathan. But the last 10 minutes of the game, it changed around. Michael started getting holes in the Dunmore defence. And if we notice up the far sideline there, on the far side of the field, that was where they were developing their play. They were getting in and they were getting an overlap in. They were putting players through. Now, Owen Day made a huge difference when he came on. You know, he was in for another goal before that, but the kick was blocked down. But that was a brilliant goal he got there. Brilliant goal. And that was the turning point really in the game then. Dunmore then were chasing him, but they did everything in their power to chase it. And we were saying when they were playing the ball back and over the field, get it in there, get it into the square. And the few balls that went into the square.
Kamikaze stuff.
Well, I mean.
I was still sure, I'll see that in my dreams tonight. The ball flashes in, I was sure is in the top right corner.
Got the hand, I was sure it was gone in, but it was gone it gone out for a 45. But look at Dunmore will feel that they left it behind in some ways. Michaels will be happy with how they got the comeback going there in the last 10 minutes, because they looked a dead and buried team really, and Dunmore had all the answers for them. Their defence was absolutely brilliant and they were turning them over, and it just looked like they were going to just win this game. But look at the goalkeeper there now, Tygo O'Malley. What a game he had. You know, he saved that penalty and he made 2 brilliant saves there. He took a ball off the Dunmore man's boot. I think it was a McGrath. Looked like a certain goal, but he threw his body on it, crossed it, and got it out. And those are the things that won the match. If you're looking for a man of the match, well, can you pass Tygo O'Malley forward? It's very hard to say you can. But I suppose when you look at the centre half forward, Brian Harlow, all during the match, you know, kicking the points in the first half, and again there in the second half was involved in an awful lot of the play, an awful lot of the good play. But they found them gaps in that last 10 minutes over on that far side of the field. They were getting nothing out of this side of the field, Jonathan. But when they went in the far side of the field, they drew the Dunmore defence and they got the man in behind the defence, and they got the few vital scores.
Yeah, you see the Dunmore side down in a huddle here. It's their first day back in the top table again. Frustration is probably going to be the biggest emotion there, because look, the start that period before half time was the killer for them.
Yeah, and it's a game they know it's a game that could have won. Like the goal was a killer blow at the time it came. It didn't give them enough of time to get back into the game again, but they did everything in their power to get back into the game. So look at, okay, they're defeated, but they'll be still happy enough that they really played here this evening. They turned up, and that's what it's all about for Dunmore. I mean, this is the place where Dunmore should be in senior football, Jonathan. You know, when I was a young lad growing up in Garrymore, I looked up towards Dunmore. They were the All-Ireland champions, club champions, you know, and they had the big guns, the Keenans, the Leyden, Donlans. They had the big team. And, you know, over the last period of time, down into intermediate football, it didn't suit Dunmore. Dunmore MacHales, they're famous all over Ireland. And they needed to get up into senior football. And they've done great last year to get up, win the intermediate title, get up playing senior football. And it's not all lost. This is a young team. It's a young team out there, and they'll come back and they'll get points in this championship, and then, you know, they can still qualify.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of action to happen yet in Group C. Of course, it is the 5-team group, so Tuam Stars are the only side this weekend that have the feet up, just because of the mismatch there. But action then quickly turns to Group B here in Tuam Stadium tomorrow. 2 more stream games here, and what a pair of games are in store. First off, a mouth-watering clash, Salthill Knocknacara versus Corofin. You could talk about that game for hours. That's certainly one. I know people up and down the country will be talking about that. And then the second game in Group C tomorrow here in Tuam Stadium, Galway versus Mount Ballymaloff. Those are the 2 streams, of course.
Yeah,
games.
A lot of big teams out.
There is indeed a lot of big players out, a lot of big teams left, right and centre. It's been an enthralling start.
And for Tuam Stadium, like, it looks so good, Jonathan, you know. And I was here in 1954. If you think about it, behind that goal there, I was watching Galway and Mayo. Mayo had a lot of their All-Ireland team. Paddy Prendergast was full back. Sean Purcell here at this end of the field beat Mayo on his own that day at full back. He was normally centre forward, Purcell, but he beat Mayo that day. And I cried after the match.
Oh, stop. Well, not a bad player there to bring into proceedings, but we'll look at that quickly. It's in the match programme there.
Sure. Yeah,
Jim Carney is certainly one for the mantelpiece as the Knights draw in a bit more to read a golden age of Galway GA. Sean Purcell and Frank Stockwell, and certainly one to keep an eye on sale now. Tools, Tuam and many other news agents and shops around Tuam, and certainly one to go off. St. Michael's are going off now here. Fine round of support and ovation from their supporters. It was hard fought, but in the end they did get out. The goal from Owen Day in the second half, a crucial score, but they have defeated Dunmore here by 2-8 to 1-8. Thanks to Billy and thanks to everyone on base here. We hope you enjoyed the first round of action here, and plenty more to look forward to tomorrow. Iawa.
Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salthill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salthill prom, while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best of luck. Hi, Paul Bellew, Galway GA chairperson here to tell you about our new fundraiser, Win a Home Galway. For just €100, you could win a brand new sea view apartment in Salt Hill, Galway. Buy a ticket for this life-changing prize and you could be living minutes away from the famous Salt Hill prom while also having Galway City and Connemara on your doorstep. Just think, you could be living mortgage-free here in one of the most famous cities in the world, overlooking Galway Bay. To enter, simply log on to winahomegalway.com and buy your ticket. Thanks for the support and the very best of luck.